I mean, it was good to get this victory after 2 losses. We needed a win like this, and we need to get some people. Hopefully, we got Eric Terry untracked. I was glad to see Nigel, play so well, and people like Marlon play so well. Also, a lot of people got to play. Drew Teno played a good game, 13 points, 5 rebounds in 24 minutes. So, I think some players who haven't been playing a lot got, hopefully feel better about life after this. Hopefully Nigel and Eric, who've been struggling lately, can feel better about themselves also. They started off very tough, hitting shots, and I don't think they made very many threes in the second half, except for right there at the end. Pretty much the points they were scoring was pretty much in the first half, and everybody got to play, and I'm happy for the victory.
Now, Coach, in games like that, when it is a blowout kind of from the middle on, what are the things that you're telling your players to work on, and what are some of the things that you wanted to see in games like that?
I just want them to play like, I just tell them, play like we're up 2, up 4, play like it's close. Play like I want you to play. Don't stray away from the game plan because, hey, my girlfriend's here or my mother and dad are here. I know that's easy to do, and that's hard not to do, when you're up by 40 or whatever we are. So, anyway, but it was just tell them to go out there, and if you want me to have confidence in you, do what I ask you to do. And don't stray away and do your own thing.
Now, in the first half, like you talked about, they were hitting a lot of threes from the outside. I'm pretty sure they started around 70%.
Yes.
What were some of the adjustments that you made to stop them from hitting outside shots in the second half?
Well, I still think they shot outside shot, but, I think we were a little bit more intense on defense. And we one adjustment I would tell you, we tried to shut down their penetration by their guards because even though 1 and 4 did not shoot a lot of threes or make a lot of threes in the first half, they were penetrating and kicking to people, on the side, and they were hitting the shots because we would help on the drive, and then nobody would be on them. So I think we stopped their penetration a little bit better in the second half than we did in the first half. That was the adjustment we made.
Now, on the offensive side of the ball, it seemed like you decided to start dumping it into Eric Terry a little bit more to get him some closer looks to the basket. What made you go with that adjustment? And just
well, because we didn't think their big men were as good as our big man. We also wanted to get Eric going. He's really struggled as of late as play. We thought this game would be a good confidence builder for him, and hopefully he's feeling very good about himself.
Now, you guys do head down to Georgia for these next 2 conference games. Mm-hmm. The first 2 conference games. What do you want to see from your team, and how do you think that they perform?
I want to see 2 victories. That's what I want to see. I just want to see them rebound better, defend better, and rebound better. We didn't turn it over too much tonight. Matter of fact, I think we had 4 turnovers in the first 5 or 6 minutes. So we really did not turn it over much for the last 35. And so I just want to see us play strong basketball. I mean, the UTSA defeat knocked us down a little bit, mentally speaking. We didn't expect that, and we didn't rebound the ball good against them, and we didn't defend it very well. And that's been something, against Houston. They're up 3 with 2 minutes to go, and they get an offensive rebound and hit a 3. Now we're down 6, and we go down the floor, we miss. They come down the floor, miss. We go down the floor, miss. They come down the floor, we foul. That's the difference in the game. That's how close it was. Even the Baylor game was a very well-played game by our team. So I'm only talking about 2 games that we have not played well, and that is the Air Force game and the UTSA game. Other than that, I think our team has performed pretty good, have done, reasonably well. And so I hope to continue playing good D and playing team basketball. And trying to get some victories on the road because the conference office did us no favors. We start our first 4 conference games on the road. I don't know why, but that's the way they handled it.
And then lastly, the last question that I have for you, in the UTSA game, it seemed like the team was maybe hesitant to shoot. Today, it just seemed like everybody was just ready, guns blazing, ready to shoot from the 3-point line. What was that? Was that a credit to you speaking to them? Was that just in practice getting up shots? What was the result?
No, it was just I don't know what I don't know if I would agree with you on that. Nigel was 5 for 15 against 16, one of the 2 against UTSA. Their team, the UTSA, is a better basketball team, so their defense is better. Their athletes are bigger, stronger. So there's two different teams that played. UTSA is a mid-major Division I team, and here we played an NAIA team, and that's probably the reason why.
All right, so we were already talking about it. First question, just what were you feeling tonight? What was working for you? It seemed like the left side of the court is where a lot of your points came from the 3-point line, at least. Just what was working for you tonight on your 30 piece?
I was just comfortable tonight, man. It's like I told you before, it's long overdue. You know, I ain't been playing. I played at 8 tonight. I just made some shots. You feel me? So I need to. This is what I feel like I am. How I played tonight, so I got to beat it every night. So it really wasn't major. It's not major, you know what I'm saying? Everybody keeps saying 30, 30, 30, but it's cool. But I need to do it next weekend, continuing after that, you know what I'm saying? It's a conference, and it's what I need to. But it's good timing, though. Yeah.
Now, for you, it seemed like early in the first half, Coach decided to let me start dumping it into Eric Terry to let him, turn and just buy the big men in the post. Just how do you think that game plan worked for your game tonight?
It worked really well. Obviously, I got 20 points, but I've been in a slump these last couple of games. So it's like this game was really a good, game to get me started for conference. So it was pretty good to dump it in there.
So, Eric, I'm glad you brought that up so it don't seem like I'm being disrespectful here. But outside of that first game, you had 18, and then, like you said, you've been on a slump until tonight. What was different about tonight versus, obviously the past few weeks?
Obviously, first eight or 10 games are important, but confidence is really where, you make a name for yourself. So I feel like I just been in a slump, and I just feel like the coaches really sat me down and told me, we're going to need you in conference. So you got to, start with this game and so forth. You got to be dominant. So that's what I did. And hopefully I can carry over to the next games in conference.
Now, tonight, Nigel, I don't know if you know, you passed Charles Sperlin for 13th on the all-time rebounding list to just go with your 30 points. What does it just mean to get your name on another all-time list again?
Yeah, I didn't know that, but, man, it's a blessing. Every time, everything is a blessing. Just all my hard work paying off, you know what I'm saying, just showing who I am. I'm not just a three-point shooter, a scorer, a driver. I'm a rebounder. I'm a tough player, so it showed in the stat book, and that means a lot to me.
Now, tonight in the first half, I talked to Coach. It seemed like they were hitting a lot of threes. They started off 70% from the three-point line, 7 for 10 to be exact. Just what did you guys do specifically in the second half to contain some of that three-point shooting? Casper said that they were making a couple more at the end of the game, but not really in the middle stretch. What were y'all doing just to stop the three-point shooting from the outside?
We didn't really do nothing different. We just, we told everybody just to get back to the basics, and just rotate quicker. So, and we didn't really change up anything. We just gotta, really emphasize defense and lock down on that.
Yeah, and I feel like that makes we were getting over-penetrated. We were letting the ball get too deep into the paint, and they was driving us too much. So they was driving and just kicking into open shots, making our defense rotate, making us rotate. Like he said, we was over-rotating, but if we keep the ball in front, we won't have to rotate. So that was, we like, bro, like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? They just scored 36 points on us at half. Baylor, number 10 in the nation, or whatever, 9 in the nation, they ain't scored 30 on us in the half. But they had, want to say 30 exactly. So let's sit down and play some defense. Like, what are we doing right now? So let's get back to what we do.
Now you look down the stat sheet, you see 4 for 5, you see a 9 for 10, 11 for 15 from you, 6 for 7 from you. Just what made it such an efficient night for you guys scoring the ball? I asked Casper, it seemed like in the UTSA game, you guys were a little hesitant shooting. He said he didn't feel that way. But just how were you guys so efficient tonight?
Shots going in.
And then my last question is, before you guys head to Georgia for this road conference game, the first one, what are y'all just feeling before going on the road and just playing this first game?
Well, I'm feeling, we got to take every day as a day that we need to get better each day. So I'm just taking it day by day. So tomorrow we're going to watch film and focus on Georgia Southern or Georgia State, whichever game we got first.
Yeah, I mean, it's that time. It's serious. We get the people say the toughest road trip first, so maybe we can get off to a jump start on everybody. But it's serious. Not to say games wasn't serious, but it's about the level of intensity and play and how hard the games are and how hard the games are to win. It's like it's extremely hard. So we gotta have an extremely high focus and be extremely prepared for every single game, you know. And it's the first step. And I also hope we don't lose no game before Christmas. That's gonna hurt me, man. It's gonna hurt my Christmas, but nah. Yeah, I'm joking, but yeah.